some years back. Kran betron so hwe bia otaba dwumadi no eso ebe kyerɛkyerɛ mofra no kwan a yɛfa so answer questions kwan a yɛfa so kenkan question no kra no because eno ana me ka asem we ye school ne ka understanding the question is also part of the answer. Ora Thomas K. Mensah, a deputy head teacher, Christ Ambassador School of Excellence ya ewo dansoman enro na jo kon na me bo ni punum so pani anapɛ me hian and say audio say ayo ya wa be ka dwumadi no ho Mr. Mensah, good morning.
Good morning.
Me da se pa say invitation no amantem de but anapɛ
now say nka membra also for program this.
Okay,
and so we been in the year to me hopefully the course of the week mbeti enka
yeah that's it papa nimdia wo enkenkane eba ne nsɔhwɛ nimdia wo wonti anapɛ ye ma no dodo no ya wo nam kwan so ekɔ exams hall wo ne awofo no mtika mu a wo ekɔ wo 8 se wo bewura examination hall hɔ a ahoboa bɛn na sɛ wo ye
all right. Okay, thank you very much. To the medical, I was listening to the conversation with Osofuni, counselor, and all the people who have already been on the show.
Yeah.
The first question I make, even before I answer your question directly, if you are listening to me, you are a student. Do you even know the paper you are writing this morning? That's the first question I would like to ask you. And so in your paper, Eritron Anopeya na. Because for the first time we are starting the exams on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Because in say BECE the Monday to Friday. But because of holiday because of your Muslim almost festival and then it had to be shifted to Wednesday. And then you started with social studies and computing. Social studies are what do you need for your exams? Of course, you should have your pens ready. At this time, the especially during the exams. Until we are all for, you're a parent, your child is going to write. You have to make sure that your child has pens, blue pens. They be a blue pens, and so at the end of the day, we say the black pen. It is not allowed. So make sure your child has a blue pen, at least 3. Because of pressure, or to pen to me feelings and not tough na ebia anon assay, and then during that time you can't go and ask anybody. So make sure you have your pen. Another one, make sure you have your eraser. Very, very important and useful tool during these exams. Bring your pencil. Now, pencil, no, your HB pencils and we have B pencils. And so make sure at least you have both. WAEC will give you B pencil or the shading, but you should also have your own. So make sure so pencil or ruler. These are useful tools and be here. Now that cultural exams. You don't really need your mathematical set, but you'll be here and pay a ruler, your pencils, your pen, and your eraser. With these, you're okay and ready for the exam. So that is the first thing you need as part of your preparation towards an OP exam. So that is what you need. That's the first set of things that you need.
Okay. And now, social studies and computing, no, how should they face these two subjects? Meaning, so my preparation, but how should they answer questions? Okay,
so social studies, that will be the first paper I bet you answer. Computing, but it won't be taken at the same time. You best starting at 9 a.m. You're starting 9 a.m. now. You better paper 2. After the paper 2, answer na paper 1. If you are na your break, then we'll come back to take the. So social studies, what do you have to do? I want to take you through a few things, sir. So who see me and pay? I'm sure you already know because almost all schools have written various mocks, and then the mock, imitate what the final exams is going to be.
Yes.
So, paper 1, you have 40 questions that you're going to answer. You don't have to leave any question unanswered. Normally, the answers, let me even start from, the answers comes from our subconscious mind. Inti yeah, mostly, especially the ones that you are not too sure, no. The very first answer na about him, those are mostly the correct questions.
Yeah.
Just a one kind be like you have not read anything about the topic. But so what kind topic na mostly no the first answer na about him no most likely the right question. It is a wunye sure. The very first question that answer that comes to mind. With a wish didn't wunye sure, leave it. Men ko should be there, men ko be so be there because there are countless account of stories that which shady bibi. Now akwache ko obi kra fa mimi fa b obi afa e na men ko pepa obeba no na nka na wo fa e no na ye correct answer. So please men should be there.
Yeah.
Men should be there. You are running your own race, so don't look at anyone. So you have 40 questions that you need to answer. And please, we are going to shade with pencils, not pen. People shade with pen during exams.
I see.
Yeah. So you are shading with pencils. Objectives in it, dear. Yeah, the pencil in dear. You don't need any pen. Objective paper. So, dear best. Now, when you go in there and now acquire first paper, who your objectives now? I share the spelling of your name was cannibal sheet neso. From Subia was don't attempt to change it. We are just notify the supervisor or notify your head. So say it be a mekotre so he say me dino kojunu KOJ uno means so much in KOJOH in some abaso.
Yeah.
Changes, ma'am. Don't attempt to change and alter anything on your scannable sheet. That is because we are sape. Scannable sheet will be rejected, and all your hard work will go down the drain. That's the first thing you have to also mention. So, when it comes to the section B, which is the essay type now, this is what you need to do. You are going to use pen here to answer your questions, but this is the trick. You don't have to answer all the questions on one page. And I be emphasize one answer question one. Yeah, one we pass exams no. One answer question one. One answer question one. If you person answer question 3, nka ona wo de atwaso ye nyenesa.
Okay.
Ye nyenesa. Yeah, more booklet now. The booklet will have about 10 pages. You have to plan your work. So the first page, I always tell my students, the first page is not really meant for use. It's for planning.
Okay.
It's either the first page or the last page. So you choose whether you want to use the first page or the last page. Into first page, so when you're planning, who questions net doors, which one do you really want to answer? And all the thoughts that comes to mind, and you use your pencil. No, what trend what jotty now first page, you take your time and ask yourself, so how do I go about these questions? Then you take your time and then take it and then answer one after the other. So that is what you need to do. So then you don't have to add or put all your answers on one sheet. It is not done. If you do that one, it will go against you. It is not done. So I'm telling you what you have to do and what you ought not to do. And to make sure that every major question, answer a new page. Every major question, answer. So if it is question number 1, one page, question number 1, what list all your answers? Kama. It be a 1A. Why ba we 2 lines? Why a B? We 2 lines? Why a C? We are we. If you want to answer question number 2, please flip to the next page and then answer. That is what you have to do. And now after you so menja ebia CJ who your work. Ebia page we my but ebia answer be o I'm not too sure. So my minja page we na men combra na embe to us. We don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, yes sir.
Okay.
Man you just so my minja blank space bin chefin you don't. Who number 1. Ebia why number 1 3 questions on number, let's say 1A 1B. Why exhaustive first page, but see you have to answer but you are not too sure. Don't leave it. Don't leave a space that I'll come back to answer. Don't. You once you've exhausted this page, go to the next, write the next major question and answer. We will work in Navy and it's okay. 1C this is made to me aye. Now we sheet in the class. We bet me aye extra sheet. Now watch for 1C. Now one answer was main just space say, oh, mayaha. Okay, you are my baby. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So you don't have to leave any blank spaces in between. It is not allowed. So please take note. And also note that the first question, social studies, there is going to be a compulsory question.
Okay.
The first one is going to be compulsory. Compulsory interest also be an answer. Into main gen so me the 5 questions you see answer 4. And then my answer 4 that be answering your 4 questions first question forms part of it.
Yeah.
So please don't leave that one. It's very, very important. On your compulsory interest, you need to start with that one first. A compulsory doesn't mean that start with the compulsory question first. Because if you want to into address first. That is how you are supposed to do. So please take note of some of these things. If you don't know anything, don't waste time on it, because you only have a few minutes, 1 hour, to answer your questions. So if you don't know, just skip and then come back to answer.
Okay.
So basically that's what you need to do, and you'll be fine.
Okay. And me pese briefly and also yebeka ho asem na ye ja okwan na wakoto awadwuma so the temptation of these examination more practices and maybe you can share some advice with the kids. Okay.
You see, this is exams and your war. Whatever you're able to do, you'll be assessed, and everybody's running his own race. Maybe one group my dream, so you go and leave something in the washroom, and then it won't help you. Invigilators will tell them, I'm saying, be brave.
Yeah.
Let all be vigilant. So even who say you don't have to scare the person. There's a way you go about it. I'm sure our various directors of education, because over the weekend, Monday, director share all the supervisors and invigilators. Your best remo. Just go and write what you can. After all, in setting we are not saying 100%. No, that is not what we are saying. We are saying that go and write what you can. So please do not go in there with the idea of getting help from people or going there to help people. And there are other schools in Ghana, Papa, what they do is, instead of helping the learners, they don't. Train exams and they pay course. I think per questions from. This work should have been done long ago.
Yeah.
And fee a bit baby and a question about no money examine your friend saying invigilators ni be canana into question about penum chat no more they are sending now feeding. This is not the time. This is not yes sir. I heard a disturbing news. With the national, I can't put it here. Maybe later I will share with you.
Sure.
It was some of the schools. What is going on there? To the extent that Ebimu cry, Mankolani BB. So we plead. We are for, and the open face can koyeshi.
I'm creative Telegram platform.
So it is very dangerous. You see, as you mean say, see your menu Telegram pages so.
Yeah.
And a WhatsApp group so. Na obi. Nimpa boni be the question be abeto so. Yehu, menu yehu. Ebi kwa yan mami agye phone. But the fact that we are there, so problem be bana ye tracia. You'll be affected, I'll be affected, because we'll be on that same page. Into your best remo. Yes, remo pa we are over season phone at this time. Yemfa phone in koyeshi and there's in my friend no patcho upesa one friend a teacher number. Say you move you in na friend me na member family ba. Men for phone in my best on phone call. So please, you are not sending phones into the exams hall. Into when himself rough ukuta phone na surround your phone, give it to your teacher. Men phone call watch. Yemfa watching call yemfa watching call exams hall. Into say call na supervisor no ho na invigilate and catch so akola wuntumi for watching him ba men ne nkokon. Ye besrem nkola na omo hye nose mask ni na ye inspecting hwe what is in there, because you be more they will feign illness no match or the bibi na wa tron yoma wo inside. nti yenhwe say nose mask no say wudu ho na supervisor say mami we need minimum say unya fan but me ahwe nose mask because I then now person unhwe me nose mask dabi or say unyima ne no nhwe onye sure na nkola ye be search mo tie be sere mo wudu a unim say wonya bon wudu a na wudu nsa your pocket na we two pocket ni inside we peja won some patch nhwe I am clean na yama we room say yes anyo me a man ka say oh na supervisor no na ha adwen na ha adwe dabi it is part of the examination processes na or say ye from nti e be sere mo we know you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. Hey, and so we me no can say my trebi pen me ba me te say senior na ka ne de that it he wa trebi pen nyina ya trend so he enye bibia be mana house. So please we beg you in the name of God yenye discipline na yensuade enra 8:30 p.m. Mishia nkwala bi ewo awoshi omucho BECE omo coin afina me kokru ma akoto sandals see at this time at this time won kokru ma akoto sandals ti ebesra wofo no so we should not leave the children this time here omo chon so hwe yes ebe krokro mo but we must insist they do the right thing. Me enjoy omo pe omo so but we have to insist they do the right thing and then they will be fine. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Social studies, they're going to answer questions. I mean, it's sections in here. Sorry, environment, law, order, and nation building, and then social and economic development. These are the three sections. Yeba assessing learning. Oh, now first one here, compulsory, which is the environment. Nti people are not galamsey hadwin. Definitely it's about the environment. It's possible that causes of environmental. I'm not saying this is what is coming. I'm only telling you that there were sections 3 social studies and be some questions. The environment. In say high the environment and your law and order.
Okay.
And your other in your baby soundy. Okay. What is happening now?
Yeah, that's a papa say what me nya daje aba of your busy schedule. You say na wan so nkora no extra so the obuko center. Yeah, that's a pa Thomas Clements deputy headmaster Christ Ambassador School of Excellence. Yeah, a war dansoman and a pay wabeka ye ho abechechre mofra no kwan ese so omofa so eyi ensembisa enne social studies and computing womo kwakotwre